What's going on, guys? Cliffy here. Now, before I start this video, I just want to say my shirts are still available. I'll leave a link down below in the description. If you order now, you should get them by Christmas. It'll be a real cool Christmas present for someone or something like that. But today, carrying on with our batting career, busting it out in, I don't know what I was trying to do there, but it's worked incredibly well. I was actually trying to go and guide it down to third man, but didn't have the width there. Just tucked off the legs through mid-wicket, and that will go for 4. But yeah, as I said, just back in playing some domestic cricket for Canterbury, just trying to go and, I guess, oh, there's the ball, that's the one that I wanted. That's the one that I wanted first up. But just looking at going and trying to work on those skills, really work on that back foot, that onside, offside, because that really is the only area that does need a lot of improvement for this career. And probably just a wee bit more consistency. Ooh. When it comes to the one-day component of this. I mean, the record's still pretty good. The average, as you saw at the start, I'm pretty sure it's above 40, but it just really is. I guess it's kind of the fact that it's either a really big score, like we either go really big, or we don't make much. Like, we won't pass 50, but when we do pass 50, it will be a big score, you know, like we'll normally go on make 100. I think I've got about 850s and 400s, which isn't as good as my first class record, which I think now is about 20, I think it's 23 50s and 21 100s, so a very good conversion rate. Picked up another one in the game just before. I have also been named as the first class captain for Canterbury. Haven't quite got the one-day captaincy yet, but I can't imagine that that will be too far around the corner. McClenaghan, the squads in this game are so out of date. Like McClenaghan, I don't think McClenaghan has ever played for the Knights. I think he played for the Stags before he went and played for the Aces. And Grant Elliott's playing for these guys for some reason. So I don't know why or what has gone on there. That's why I quite enjoy playing the career on PS4, because it does have the more updated squads. Still not 100% right, but they still do look quite nice. So just for international teams, I haven't really seen the domestic teams because they aren't in the game as such. So a nice wee shot there off Southey, off the, well, I guess just flicked off the pads. Damn it. There was another ball. That one could have been guided down to third man. Picked up another boundary. That really is like my go-to areas in the power plays now. I used to be a guy that just used to play down the covers, sorry, through the covers and down the ground. But I mean, since I've discovered this shot, this wee little whip, that is not a very good example because it was a shorter ball. But since we discovered that whip onto the leg side, you know, flicked off the pads, or even that flat bat shot like we did just there, a very good run getter as well. And quite often now, because I do go and do that, no way you're appealing for that. There's no way I hit that. What are you talking about? That's not even worth a review. I was nowhere near it. But the good thing is, if I do that, you know, play those guides, play those flicks through mid-wicket, even get behind square leg, damn it, then a lot of the times the field will change early on, and it'll go back to that field that I am used to. You know, you can go aerial down the ground, you can go through the covers, because those are our strong points. Those are the points that we really try and go, really hammer home, I guess you would say. But another nice shot. That's timed real well. That absolutely, it pinged off the bat, just like that. So very impressed with that. I'm very impressed also with Martin Guptill. He scored 100 overnight in the warm-up game against the youthful Western Australian 11 pink ball trial again, which seems to be going well. Like, there's a lot of talk about it, but it does seem to be working quite well. That one there's just pinged off the bat as well. We are timing it very, very well today. It's just absolutely getting smashed off. Just got to make sure that they haven't put that mid-wicket out, which is what, well, they haven't done that. Look at that. That is basically raced to the boundary. It gets past that man at square leg, and it's gone. You know, if you get it close enough, obviously, to still go past them, that doesn't really make sense. But if you get it, that one there probably won't go. It might, actually. Jeez, it has. It's trickled along to the boundary. And we've moved on now to 30. We've scored all our runs. 30 off 14 balls. George Worker has only just faced the one. We've hit McClenaghan for, I was going to say 4 fours in a row. But look at how well timed that is. Going to sprint back for the second. We do get there just. George Worker was really the man running to the danger end that whole time. He got there quite comfortably in the end. And I'm hoping that they'll go and actually bring the spinner, or maybe even the medium pacer, on earlier. That was a shot that probably should have been played with a flat bat. But that's not too much of a concern. We're definitely getting there. Definitely getting there. Not much else cricket. I mean, there was domestic stuff here in New Zealand. I'm not really too sure what happened. I know Canterbury lost. I think Auckland beat Otago in a game that, like, I was watching at work, and it seemed like the pitch seemed to be good, but there were some players that came out, like Colin Munro, who's a guy that, you know, I guess he's probably struggled in internationals. He hasn't really gone and made that step when he's been given the call-up. He hasn't really stepped up and contributed. But when it comes to domestic cricket, especially 2020 cricket, he can just absolutely smash it. I think he hit about 45 off about 15 last night. Second ball was just like, oh, he just went, and it was just beautiful. It was just like tucked, well, not even tucked off the hip. It was more forced, I guess, through mid-wicket, but it just looked effortless. And his innings, you know, even though he was only in there for 15 balls, it did just look so easy for him. That was close. That was very close. And Anaru Kitchen, who's another one who used to play for Auckland, playing against his old side, he's moved down south to play for the Otago Volts this season. He was a bit the same. I think he was about 40. I think he had about 46 off about 19. So I think it was one of those pitches where, you know, if you were in good form and you went out and connected well, you know, you could go and score those runs very quickly, which is what they went and did. But yeah, it was a real topsy-turvy game. Like, Auckland were absolutely smashing it. They were going at well over 10 runs and over. And then Nathan McCullum come in. I think he picked up 2 wickets possibly in the same over. It may have been a couple of balls apart, and it was the 2 danger men. It was Colin Munro and Colin de Gromholm, so the 2 Collins, who have really just this HRV Cup really been lighting it up, and that there, just trying to work it away to the leg side, is going to bring about a wicket. This is another example that I am talking about. Once we go and get past that 50, we really need to go and try and move on to the next milestone. But 50 off 23, so we've really gone and got the guys off to a good start. Hopefully they can go and carry it on. I mean, we've got the same amount of hundreds as Peter Fulton, for Christ's sake, in one-day cricket. So the chances are going to come. We do have time. We're going to simulate through. Look at that bowling. I would love to face Anderson, Styrus, Vittori. They could just, you could go and I could just imagine what would happen. I can't even remember what we got. We seem to be doing pretty well. It seems to be a wicket that really is turning. And a win here will be good for us because we have been struggling a little bit in the one-day comp. And yeah, we have actually gone and picked up the win. So win by 96 runs, so a big win in the end. Andy Ellis, man of the match, 74 off 104 and 2 for 1 with the ball, so that is pretty impressive. But we managed to get to 287, so that quick start that we got off to really did go and help the team out, so that's good. Anyway guys, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Do hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter. Links to that can be found down below in the description. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow for Rugby League Live 3 Be a Pro career. Make sure you do not miss that.